I might as well say it now. The only real, well, I guess prophetic thing that I had to say was that I felt that the word is clear in Isaiah that the oil fields of Saudi Arabia are going to be set on fire. And I think that we're going to see, whether it's ISIS, whether it's Al-Qaeda, or whether it's Iran, or whether it's a rain down of, well, it wouldn't have to be nuclear, just regular bombs. Could the rusted oil fields are so exposed, the refineries are so exposed, those huge oil fields are so exposed, the pipelines are so exposed. And now suddenly I come back and the headline is that Saudi and Saudis, executed a Shia clergyman who really wasn't all that radical, and they killed him. And the Shias around the world are going ballistic. So the Saudis and the Shias break relations. The Bahrainis and the Saudis break relations. The Emirates are breaking relations with Iran. And as sure as we're alive, the oil fields in Saudi Arabia are going to be set on fire. Watch what happens. It'll be so easy to do it, and it will be done. And when that happens, the price of oil, I don't know, $150 a barrel, $200, I don't know how much it's going to really go through the roof.
Which is exactly what Russia would like to see.
Russia would love it. So the Saudis have been so selfish. They have been so atavistic, if I can use that term. And they've hurt the Iranians, they've hurt the Russians, they've bankrupted Venezuela, and they are bankrupting dozens of the oil producers here in America. And the revenge is coming quickly to them, and they're so vulnerable. If you just see those things, they're just out there on the surface, so vulnerable to terrorism. So keep your eyes open. It's going to happen in the next, well, pretty soon. I don't know exactly when, but it will happen. Those whole fields are going to be ablaze. Smoke will be coming up. Pitch will be bubbling up and boiling over in Saudi. It's going to be a mess. And the kingdom will be brought down, and then there may be an interchange back and forth between those two nations. But anyhow, but in the midst of that, the gospel is going forth. This is going to be a year of miracles. It's going to be a year of growth for the church. It's going to be a year of prosperity for CBN and for Regent University. And we're going to see more and more and more of the blessing of God on his people, despite what may be chaos in the world. So that's my report.
To contemplate and to pray about. Yes, there's a lot going on in the Middle East today.
But I came back from that. I announced it in the prayer meeting, and then I come back and 2 days ago, the Saudis, well, they executed that cleric. It was a horrible thing to do, to behead a Shia cleric. Horrible thing to do. And, they must have known what they were doing, that they were going to incite violence.
Result of that, yes.
And the Iranians are loaded with missile technology. They're loaded with bombs of every nature. They've got all kinds of frigates out in the Persian Gulf and other types of military craft. And they are going to do a number on Saudi. You watch what's going to happen. And
this could be just the beginning.
It's just the beginning of chaos in our world. But the Lord is in charge. That's the thing that we keep before us. The Lord God Almighty is in charge.